What's up, everybody? This is Kishana. Welcome to my channel. If you're here for the first time, I am the Destiny Coach. I talk to us about our destiny. I talk to us about where we are, and I talk to us from a place where we all have been. Come on, hey, hey. This is my girl Dahlia Ashley. If you don't know her, you need to check her out. This is her song, Jesus Tonight. I'll post the link below so you can run over to her channel and just give her a shout out and also subscribe to her channel. It's the perfect vibe for what we're going through right now, you know? So I've kind of been just feeding my spirit with the whole vibe of it. I love it. But anyway, according to my topic, how can you be an attractive woman? More likely, the question that I'm trying to answer tonight is how to attract your husband. Because being an attractive woman, you can attract other people that you really don't need in your life, okay? And then you have to kind of do the filtering out. But if you go in with intention that you want to attract a husband, then your aura, your the spirit, that vibration. I'm Jamaican, we love to talk about vibration and all these things, but it's going to be a lot different, okay? You're going to attract a different kind of person when you think of longevity, when you think to seek after a spiritual connection as opposed to just what attracts you. I'm a Bible believer, so everything is based in the Word of God. But at the same time, I go based off my own experiences and by just conversation with people because I am a big conversationalist, okay? And the people I communicated the most with in my young adult life were males. I learned a lot about myself as a woman and what is attractive based on perspective of males, because I have brothers and lots of male cousins and they were wild, y'all. If they like it, they're going to tell they like it. If they don't like it, they're going to tell you I don't like it. Now, I have been married for a number of years, and I often ask my husband this question of what attracted you to me, and he said appearance. And I think most men will say this. I'm hearing from most of these men that I've interviewed, they don't want you to show them too much to begin with. They just want to be able to see you and you attract them without them seeing your goods, okay, your private parts and so forth. So how can you be attractive? Number one, try to be less revealing of yourself, okay? Because that is kind of a turn off to a man, or it gives them the wrong impression. You want them to really see you. You don't want them to see your boobs. You want them to really see you, but you don't really want them to see your butt. You just want to be seen. So try that. Number one, be less revealing. Number two, beauty. And when I say beauty, I don't mean physically alone, you know, based on the physical features that you were born with. Some men are very keen on what they're looking for and they're trouble, okay? Because you can be attracted to anything. It doesn't have anything to do with the features you so like, because a girl who has nothing like your dream plan can walk up in your life and have you falling like big time, okay? You can fall for what is not in your vision. Inner beauty is the kind of beauty that I really want to talk to you about, though, okay? So we can all be beautiful. Women, we know how to be beautiful. But how about an inner beauty that reflects on the outside? I don't believe anything we add to ourselves can really change that inner beauty. And so we need to spend some time and look at our character, look at our spirit, look at our soul, look at our personality, because now that takes me to number three, which is behavior. Okay, now what my husband told me and what several other men told me, they do not like a woman who is loud or who likes to bring attention to herself. Okay, so they're looking for a woman who is mostly modest, a woman who appears humble, a woman who knows how to just be quiet. I heard a lot because I went to some of these polishing high schools. We were always told that a lady is a soft-spoken person, not necessarily a woman, but a lady. And so men are kind of looking for not just a woman, but a lady. So how can you make yourself be ladylike, okay? Almost like a classy person. And don't bother with the bitch behavior. Bitch and classy don't ever go. It doesn't. No. I want you to stop considering yourself as a bitch from today. I want you to stop considering yourself as any of those derogatory terms that we hear in our music, in our songs, or see on TV. That's not who we are. That's an ideal that men in this world have of a woman, to show them who a lady really is. And so we're expected to fight other women. We're expected to be loud talkers. We're expected to be something already. So for you to come and be different, that's going to be refreshing to a man to know, wait a minute, she's not like your typical girl, who just pays attention to certain things. She's so different. And I heard a lot of that when I met him. They were attracted to me. He was attracted to me, and a lot of his friends too, because I used to be just liking to hang around the guys to see what they're doing or talking about and getting that kind of conversation. I wasn't like hanging out with the girls trying to see if I could impress them. I didn't want to impress them. You see, when you're trying to do it, it don't usually work. So I just wanted to talk to them, and I wanted to help them. I remember we went to this particular, we were having this riverside cooking, and all the girls had left with their moms or whatever, but everybody left. But I kind of stayed back, and then I told the guys, listen, I'm gonna help you guys wash up these pots and everything. Is that cool? And we were just all using the river water to wash the stuff out. And I can't remember what he said to me that day. He said, wow, I didn't know you were such a down to earth kind of girl. I didn't know you would be the kind of girl who would want to do this. And I was like, interesting. Kudos to me. And I wasn't trying. That was my character, that was my personality. I am never too proud or too girly or too stush, is what we used to call it, to do certain things that are just like warm and friendly. That brings me to communication. Okay, now communication is key for me. I'm attracted to a mind. I'm attracted to a mindset and a way of thinking. I like a person who is serious about their life, serious about their faith, serious about who they are, serious about business, and can talk, because my mind is like onto those. I'm a progressive thinker. Okay, so anything that's going to be moving, anything that's going to be elevating, anything that's going to be kind of on the deep end and all of that on the spectrum, those are stimulating conversations for me. And I find that a lot of men also enjoy having these kinds of stimulating conversations with a woman, hearing her thoughts and knowing that her thoughts are not shallow, hearing her empathy, hearing some level of compassion, passion of something in life that is so important. And so your communication has got to, you do know I wrote this book about why I never fail a job interview. It's because of these mental thoughts that I have. Okay, the mindset that you have when you're approaching a person or approaching a thing, it makes so much difference when you're communicating from a place of worth. First, you have to really know your worth. If you don't know your worth, going into a conversation with anybody, they're gonna figure it out that this girl don't even know her worth. Okay, how can she understand mine and put mine on a pedestal? So an understanding of yourself, a comfort in who you are, a stability in your mind of who you are, really is going to attract a man who is looking for stability, who is looking for safe, who is looking for build life together with, the longevity. You have to really be secure, you have to know your worth, and you have to be willing to walk away right from the beginning, no matter how it looks. I'll give you another quick story. I met this guy, and he was trying to date me and I gave him a chance of a date. I never went with him alone. I went with a friend of mine. I was young and that's what I wanted to do, and also to test him. And so we went on this date, and he pulled up to one of his friends. They were pulled up to each other on the road, and they were like, "Hey, what's up?" And then they started with the expletives, and then he exchanged a spliff to him, and he was like taking a John, giving it back to him. And I was there taking a mental note of all this, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm a Christian girl. What does he think he's doing here? But anyways, that transpired. When we got to the restaurant and we started to order, I said, "Hey, I have to talk to you about this. I have something to say. I'm sorry, but this might not really work out for us. So I just wanted to let him know right from the start, okay, that you can expect that from me." I said, "This is not really gonna work out. I just honestly, I don't think that this is going to be anything." My reasons are, number one, I was really turned off by that whole interchange with you and your buddy. I mean, that's your buddy and that's all cool. But as a girl like me, don't hang out with that kind of stuff. I will not have anyone smoke anything at all, let alone marijuana in my presence, and you're taking me somewhere. I mean, no. I mean, you use a lot of expletives. I don't even ever cuss, so I'm just not the girl. He apologized, but it hit him worse than I even expected it. Like, this guy kept on telling me, "You don't understand what that moment did for me." He said he's never had a woman who told him those things were wrong. He said he's never had a woman who made him feel so stupid before, because he should know that on a first date, that's not something you want to do. But then again, he's used to kinds of women who will just let him be whatever he wants to be in their presence. And for me, you have to definitely tell people how to behave in your life before you invite them in. And just my me sharing that with him, it made him want to change. I was ready to walk away, but it made him want to change, to give us another chance. And then when he brought me to meet his parents, and his mom said to me, "He don't ever bring home a girl," I was like, wow. He don't ever bring home a girl. I wonder why he brought me home. So these are just the kinds of qualities that a man is looking for in a woman, who knows her worth and can give them the guidance, say, "This is how you need to operate with me, or you just need to move on." So that's in communication, and that's in behavior. Then I'm going to talk about readiness, okay? Readiness, now this is all mental. So you know that you are ready to find a partner to settle down with. The vibe you give off is going to be different from a girl who is looking for a date and a girl who is looking for a husband. So if you're looking for a date, they will know. But if you're looking for a husband, they will also know, and you're going to find out two things. They're here for it or they're not. So they're going to want to check out if they realize that you're looking for marriage. But if they want marriage and want to settle down with you, they are going to engage you. And so you should allow that conversation to go a little deep. It doesn't matter how deep it goes on the first date. You can have a real soul connection with that individual, okay? But just allow the moment to dictate to you how to act, all right? Remember, we are keeping a level of virtue. Women, we have to. I know this is not a day and age where virtue means a lot on the wide scale, but if you really want to be attractive, if you really need a spouse, listen to me, because I have a lot of single male friends who say these set of words to me all the time, and I'm like, they say, "I wish I could find a woman like you." And I'm like, "Well, surely there are other girls like me." And they're like, "No." And I'm like, "That can't be." you know? And I know a lot of good girls, but why can't the two meet? I don't understand. And so I'm sharing these things with you because this is just who I am. You can't be me, and I can't be you, and I don't want you to be like me. I just want you to be a better version of yourself. And so I am bringing these points to you because apparently they work, because they work for me. I don't usually have a problem with attracting the opposite sex. It's crazy sometimes. I'm like, why? Okay, do I have something on my face? I remember doing a job interview one time, and the interviewer said to me in just boldly, he said, I would love to take you on board, but I just have one problem. I find you very attractive, and I don't think that this is going to work. That was the end of the interview. I was looking at him like, what now? I didn't know if I was to blush or if I was to be upset, because obviously to me this was a very serious professional moment and I was trying to be professional. And this was one of those lunch interviews, so we ordered stuff and we were eating and we were talking, and so I'm practicing my good graces and everything. But I guess it was the communication, I guess it was the behavior, and I'm always ladylike, so he literally said that. I've had lots of sticky situations, and I had this doctor who was attending to me for quite some time, and then he just called me one day and said, hey, I'm losing professionalism around you. I'm so sorry, but I have to tell you this. I have a major crush, and it's my secret. I've been hiding for a long time. And I'm like, what? Of all the things you want to hear and from your doctor, right? So I have run into these experiences. I've had the experiences with teachers. I've had the experiences with just, I don't want to go all out there, but I've had people tell me every day, man, your husband is a lucky guy. So I'm just telling you these things because, not because I want to be boastful or gloat about myself, but there's clearly, I know that if I can share with you just my thought process on the whole game of attracting someone to you, then maybe it could help you. I don't know. And if you have any questions, please ask me, because maybe you're doing all of these things already. Maybe you have all of these great qualities. Maybe you're beautiful. You don't have to be the most beautiful girl to be the most attractive woman in the room. Makeup is not what makes you attractive. The falls here, the wigs, it's not what makes you attractive, okay? It's how you present yourself, your overall appearance. Matter of fact, and guys I've asked, they love a woman who is just natural. I don't know where that is coming from, but the more natural we can be, the more attractive we're going to be to some of these guys, okay? So you don't have to put on a lash. I promise you I didn't put any lash on. I took my mascara because my mascara is still work, guys. I put on a mascara. He loves that. He don't want to see me no lash. Okay? Oh, that the men don't like a lot of these additions we put on ourselves. We're doing it for us, and that's fine. Okay, but if you're doing it to attract a man, you might as well not spend your money, because they're not looking for that. Your nails could be all raggedy, like some of these. I have some short, some tall. I mean, they don't care about that. They just want to know that they're clean. And the way you move your hands when you're talking, and the way in which you smile and look at them, and how your eyes light up, the way you make them feel. So check in with your spirit, check in with your personality, check in with your whole vibe, your character. Who are you really? And be someone that someone wants to be a friend with, because 9 times out of 10, men marry their friends. Yeah, they do. And we do the same thing. Because you find stability in your friend, because the relationship started off with us looking for friendship. The romance comes after. I mean, that's how I met my husband, right? The romance came long afterwards. We built a friendship, and you tend to marry your friend. So just be a good friend. Be your sweet self. Be yourself. I've never pretended before anybody. Just be you, and that just might attract them. If you need any more tips, because I need to do a whole video on how to dress, how to attire yourself, and that's gonna be so good. It's not gonna be what you want to hear, I promise you, because trust me, simple beauty sells. Hidden things that needs to be revealed sells. Listen, I don't want to get in it right now, because we have all different kinds of body types. So I want to show you. I have big girlfriends, I have small girlfriends, skinny girlfriends, non-curvy and curvy, and there's a different way for you to bring attention to your body, to your physique and your shape, without being revealing. You want to hear that video, because I don't ever be revealing. or they see what they want to see without you having to show it to them. Anyway, this video is longer than I wanted it to be. Bye.